Hello, my students. I'm happy to see you again because due to this bloody infectious disease, we haven't had the chance of meeting each other, but I hope it will go away soon, my friends. But the most important thing is not to lose your being optimistic. Because if you are optimistic, you can cope with, you can overcome every kind of difficulty. Believe yourselves, but obey the rules, my friends. Don't violate, don't break the rules, please. Whatever the official people, say, it's true. Whatever the, doctors say is true, and whatever your parents say is true. Please obey them. Please help yourselves, and please help your parents and the other people. And in that way, we can beat that bloody disease soon. I am sure about it. Okay, my friends, now today we are going to do some exercises about the tenses we studied in our former lessons. Let's have a look on the board, my friends. Now, in this used to or would, I taught you both of them. I taught you the difference between them, but to make it guarantee, I want to remind you once more. And my friends, let's try to remember it by doing some exercises. Let's have a look at exercise 1. When I was a child, I love chocolate. Used to and would, my friends, they have the same meaning completely. They completely have the same meaning. But can we use both of them in this blank, in the first sentence? No, unfortunately. Okay? We can only use here, my friends, I used to. Used to love chocolate. Because we can use used to with for both abstract and concrete verbs. Alright? You know what abstract means? Abstract verbs, cannot be touched. Okay? But can be felt. Love, understand, know, etc. Okay? Pursue. But concrete verbs, most of the, verbs, the actions we do in our daily life, eat, drink, play, they can be watched, they can be seen. So they are, concrete, but the ones can only be felt are abstract verbs. So we can't use would with an abstract verb. Love is an abstract verb, my friends. Let's have a look at this one. At the age of 5, when I was 5, at the age of 5, they have the same meaning, my friends. You can, especially while writing composition, you shouldn't write the same thing always. I would, I used to. You have to use different things. In that way, your composition will be liked or will be assessed better with a higher point by your teacher. Otherwise, they will say that, oh, he doesn't know anything else, but he only knows only one thing. Right. So at the age of 5, run in the streets for a long time. What should we use here? Right, please help me. What we should use here? My friends, here we can use both of them. Because used to can be used for both abstract and concrete verbs. Run is a concrete verb. But also if you write here would, it is not wrong because we can use would only for concrete verbs. Run, eat, drink, etc. Okay? So, let's have a look here. When I was a child, I never got up early. Some people say that, teacher, what kind of sentence is that? Because we usually use used to, didn't used to. Why? When I write it like that, is it wrong? No, of course, it isn't wrong. It has the same meaning, my friend. So there are a lot of various ways of, explaining or, stating something, right? So we have to learn as the most of them and as much as, if possible, all of them, my friends. So, my friends, I never got up early, but nowadays, I am used to. First of all, now let's try to write something. Let's try writing something instead of it. I never got up early. So you can write I didn't used to. And now I may hear that, not my best students, of course. Some students who don't work very much may ask me this question: teacher, what? You made a mistake. What mistake do you think it is? You didn't write here D. Of course we are not going to write D there, because it is negative here. In simple past tense, you know, only in the positive statement we use verb to, my friends. And in the negative and in the question, we use verb 1 because we use didn't, my friends. Now, you got it? Yeah, you remember it now. All right, very good. All right, my friends, nowadays, as you know, means these days, right? Now, I'm talking about present time. Nowadays, I am used to. You see here, this time, I used. And here, my friends, we have to use waking up. That is, my friends, ing here. Why, teacher? You're not going to question it, because if we question the English people, right, American people too much, they are going to get angry with us. They use it like that. So we have to use it how they use it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be English, it would be Turkish English, my friends. So, I say that, my friends, I am used to waking up early. I'm writing it here for you once more. If we use be, that is get, or was, were, okay, my friends, or am, is, are, or will be, no problem, maybe, etc. In front of, used to, or addicted to, all right, etc., my friends. We have to use verb ing after that, verb ing, okay? Teacher, is there a difference in meaning? No, my friends, they are just the same. And by the way, we can write also accustomed to, right? For example, I want to write it here. I used to drink tea. So it means that I don't drink tea any longer, right? I don't drink tea any longer. I gave it up. And if I want to write it in the same way with one of these, without changing the tense and without changing the meaning, I can write I was used to, but this time, my friends, not drinking tea. And now I can hear some of your questions. Teacher, it isn't the same, so there should be a difference between the meaning. No, or the grammar. Yeah, grammatically there is a difference, but the meaning is just the same, my friends. Nothing changes. So, if we use be or get in front of used to, my friends, accustomed to, addicted to, we say, for example, alcohol addict, smoking addict, okay? So you understand, you know what it means, my friends. Do something continually, even if it is dangerous for you. This is becoming an addict. Thanks to my God that although I was an addict of cigarette smoking, my friends, 20 years ago, when I married my present wife, I promised her to give it up, and I gave it up 20 years ago, and I haven't smoked since then, my friends. I have never smoked since then, okay? So, now I was used to smoking, but I don't smoke any longer, thanks to my God, and I feel much healthier. So, I'm sure that none of you smoke, because it is a very really dangerous thing and a silly thing. But if there are some, please give it up. Because the longer you smoke, the worse situation you will be in the future, my friends. And believe me, since I gave up smoking, I have been feeling much, much, much better. Like a teenager. And now some of you will say that, teacher, are you at the same age with us? All right, or you are younger than us? No, of course not. But you know, I'm trying to say the difference between smoking and non-smoking, my friends. And please listen to my advice. I advise doing it. I advise doing it. Now, from time to time, you know, it is not a good thing to change the topic, but because it is beneficial, I know, for your own good, I sometimes say, and you know, I am a chatterbox. I am a talkative person, and in my lessons, I always try to repeat some certain situations that you will have difficulty learning, my friends. I always say them again and again. So do not worry, okay, my friends? So now we did this one. I am used to waking up early due to my work, and you understand what I mean and the grammar change here. Now, what you to do at the age of 3? So, my friends, how can we, or what can we write here, my friends? So, we see that we use here to do, not verb ing, okay, and not, for example, like that. So, and it's a question as it is seen in diagram 1a. So, what did you use to do at the age of 3? Because for me, being at the age of 3 stayed nearly 62 years ago. And now, because none of you could have started to primary school at the age of 3, and of course, you are much older than that age, and so you have to give the same answer, my friends. So, all right, now, my friends, let's have a look at question 6. When is the first plane to Izmir? Right? And the answer is at 7 a.m. tomorrow. What tense do we use tomorrow for? Of course, for the future tenses, my friends. So, what do you think we shall use? Okay, we shall use, or we will use. You know, shall and will, the same thing, my friends. But we can use shall for only the first person singular and the first person plural, I am we. I shall, we shall, okay? But English and American people prefer using will for all situations, also for I and for we. But to make you remember it, if you see it, do not get surprised. So I wanted to teach it to you or tell it to you, my friends. Okay, and also shall has different, you know, positions. I'm going to teach them to you a little later, my friends. And so you are going to learn it better. So, my friends, here, when is the first plane to Izmir? So, take off at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Okay, do you think that it should be, is going to take off, and you know, take off, right? Right. The plane is going up into the sky, right, to fly there. Okay, so, my friends, and you know, what is the just opposite? Length. Okay? So, should it be going to? Should it be will? What? And I don't want to tire you for a long time, but because I'm sure that most of you have given the right answers, because you are really genius people. I know that, okay? So, my friends, we are going to use here simple present tense. Takes off. Though, you know, most of you know the answer and know the reason, but I may hear the silent sayings of some students, silent speakings. Teacher, are you crazy? How can you use here simple present tense? It's a future tense because it has tomorrow here. You're completely right, my students. I agree with you. But, my friends, you know, flying planes and landing planes are not arbitrary. Okay? Not personally. For example, oh, I want to go to Ankara. Now, let's fly my plane, take off and go. No, you can't do it. Because if we try to fly our planes in that situation, lots of accidents will happen in the air and millions of, maybe billions of people will die due to that reason. And it is said that there is a center in Sweden, you know, checking, controlling all the plane flights. And we call it as a timetable, my friends, schedule. It's a schedule. So every pilot has to, airways have to obey this rule, have to follow it. In order not to have, so as not to have accidents. Okay? Because human being life is very, very valuable, my friends. And also, not also ours, but also animals and plants' lives are very important because they help us stay alive, my friends. If there were no animals, if there were no plants, we wouldn't be alive. They help us stay alive. Right. So please take care of yourselves first, and then your parents, your friends, all humans, and the animals around you, and the plants around you. If it is not necessary, never harm, never destroy a plant, okay, or an animal. It's a very bad thing. It should be the last point. If you are about to lose your life, maybe it can be forgiven. But otherwise, we are not the killers. We haven't got that right. The God made us come to this world, granted life to us. And only He can take it back, not we, my friends. All right. And now some of you say that, teacher, cut the long story short. All right. I give it up here, my friends. So, my friends, it should be in simple present tense because this plane going to Izmir always takes off at 7 a.m. at the same day. Okay, on the same day. Always. It doesn't change. So, we should use simple present tense, although it is seen in future tense. Right. Now question 6. What we do tonight? We could watch TV. Right. If we have a look only at this part, we can think a lot of ways. What can we do? What will we do? What are we going to do? What should we do? What must we do? Etc. etc. Okay? But my friends, when we have a look at the answer, we could watch TV. Do you understand what could means here? Do you think it is the past form of can? Can, could? Alright? In the past? No, my friends. Normally, of course, it has that function too. Okay? But here, it means may or might. Right? So we could watch TV. All right. I suggest that, alternative, that choice that. Okay? We can watch TV. We could watch TV, my friends. So here we write, what shall we do tonight? What position shall have here, my friends? When we are in a group and then we are going to do an activity together, going out together or have dinner together, etc., etc. So we use shall we. Shall we? In Turkish, elim mi alım mı? Right? Together. Not only me, not only you alone, you and me, or maybe 10 people together, or a bigger group. No matter. But more than one person. Okay, my friends. So, what shall we do tonight? We could watch TV. Or you can write another answer. What about watching TV? What about watching TV? Or how about watching TV? Or we could watch TV. Or let's watch TV. Okay? So my friends, that is like that and should. And now we use shall here, shall we, for suggestions. Suggest somebody doing something. Suggest somebody doing something, my friends. An activity carried out or will be carried out by more than one person, by a group. All right, now let's try to understand how this sentence will be. I am angry. I am angry. I can hear that and I can see that the smiling of my students, and they're talking. Aha, our teacher's song. Yeah. While I was trying to teach it to my students, I tried to teach it like a song. So in that way, they immediately remember it. And also my students, since last year, they have sometimes been singing it. In fact, it's not a good song, my friends. Now, okay, so here, my friends, there is only one person, not we. Only one person. So again here we use shall. What shall I do? And this is an offer, or this is asking an advice from somebody. What do you advise me to do? Right? Advise doing something. Advise doing something. Advise somebody to do something. Teacher, you have written in different ways. Which one is true? Both of them true are, my friends. Because here, as you see, there is nobody written. I am not addressing to any specific person, any private person. I am speaking in general. Okay? I address to all the people listening to me, right? Or caring to my sword, caring for my words. Okay? So I say, I advise not smoking, for example. I advise not smoking. I advise studying hard. I advise being well behaved. I advise being respectful, firstly to your parents, to your family members, then to the people around you, to your teachers, etc., etc. And you have to respect yourself first, my friends. All right. And what about advise somebody to do something? Right now, let's say, teacher, I have visited my doctor, and now I'm talking to him or to her, and she, examined me, and now I'm asking her, and what's the matter with me? What should I do? And she says that, okay, I advise you to give up smoking. I advise you not to smoke. I advise you to take care of yourself. You see, this time I'm using here infinitive form, to verb 1. Why? When we address to a specific person, a certain person, or a certain group, my friends, we use infinitive. But when we speak in general, we use verb ing. All right, teacher, do we only use it for advice? No, of course. Advise, recommend, allow, okay, etc. There are lots of verbs in that situation. Okay, my friends, I'm going to repeat it a lot of times. So you will feel that you have to learn it. If you deny learning, your eyes and your brains will learn it unconsciously by hearing. How How babies learn speaking very well according to the rules. Okay, my friends? Do they go to school? No, of course. They just listen and then they try to imitate. They just imitate, imitate, imitate. Hear, listen, 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 watch, watch, and then learn it. Okay, my friends. So, what shall I do? And the answer is, no matter what you do, don't break heart, don't break heart. Now, I can, in a way, I feel myself hearing your sounds. Teacher, why don't you sing it? Really? Okay, come on, let's do it then. I do not want to offend you, my friends. Right. I am angry, what shall I do? What shall I do? And you are answering me? No matter what you do, no matter what you do, don't break heart, don't break heart. It's not a song. The music doesn't belong to me, but the words belong to me. Just I'm trying to teach something to my students by singing, because sometimes they get bored in the class listening to the lesson. They get bored of, okay, listening to the lesson in the class, bored with listening to the lesson in the class, tired of, okay, listening. And we have to use the games and we have to use the songs, etc. Puzzles, riddles, my friends. So, okay. And here, shall I means in Turkish, ayım, ayım. What shall I do? Ne yapayım? I need for your advice at that very moment. Okay, now, question 8. You want to paint your room. When you do it. When I say you want to paint your room, have you made up your mind? Have you made up your mind? Have you decided what to do? Yeah, because how can I know it? You told me that you wanted to paint your room, so I say you want to paint your room, then do it, my friends. So, what do you have here? An exact plan or intention? In my opinion, it is intention, because if you had an exact plan, probably you would have told it to me too, my friends. If you had an exact plan, probably you would have told it to me, and I would be conscious about it at this very moment. But you only told me that you wanted to paint your room. So, it's an intention that is 50%, 60%, 65, 70%, etc. So, we use here near future tense. When are you going to do it? Right? All right. So, my friends, question 9. The first lesson starts tomorrow morning. I see that most of you are raising your fingers. Teacher, teacher, can I answer it? Can I answer it? Please let me answer it. Right, I know all of you are very industrious students and all of you can answer it very well. But you know, to make the other listeners, maybe from other schools or my slower, downer grade students, will need my help, my friends, so I have to explain it. So again, when we have a look, when the first lesson starts tomorrow morning, which school do you think I mean? Of course, I mean Kırmızı Çizgi Koleji. That is our school, my friend, because I work for Kırmızı Çizgi at the very moment. I am a teacher at Kırmızı Çizgi, right? Very good, my friends. So, again, this doesn't change from today to tomorrow and to yesterday. It is a schedule, all right, and it usually or it always starts at the same time and it always ends at the same time. So, my friends, again, we have to use here simple present tense. So, when does the first lesson start tomorrow morning? Okay, now 10. Who with at the party tonight? Okay? Let's say I want to give you here the verb of go. All right, let's say that, my friends, because you are high school, sometimes I make this kind of jokes to make you listen to me more excitedly and to learn it, my friends. Maybe there is a girl you want to go to the party with, or there is a boy you want to go to the party with, or maybe one of your friends, just a friend. Okay, so my friends, if there is a party tonight, what can we think about this party? Is it a probability? No, of course. Is it an intention? No, of course. Okay? Or are you deciding just now? No, of course. Because otherwise we cannot say the party and tonight. It is impossible to hold a party, to throw a party. So, what do we say? Throw a party. Hold a party. Right. Or have a party. When we speak in Turkish, hold is all right, all right. Have, okay. What, throw a party? It sounds very silly, my friends? When we think in Turkish, it sounds very silly, but it is true and used by American people. Throw a party. Okay? So, my friends, then whoever is giving this party has prepared everything in full, in a detailed way, thoroughly. Must have prepared everything thoroughly. Why? Because there is limited time tonight. Okay, he must have prepared the music, or maybe a band playing there, and the drinks and the food, dishes will be eaten, etc., etc. So, my friends, the most definite feature action. So, what tenses do we have to use for the most feature actions, definite feature actions? Present continuous tense. Who are you going? Or maybe this is a limited time, but you can say who will be going? Future continuous tense, right? Who are you going? Who will be going? All right. One of them is okay here, my friends. All right, my friends, this is will shall. Right. See you later.